Alright, today we're having a look at The Garden in 1 Hour by 585. Alright, so here we are in The Garden in 1 Hour by 585, and I'll tell you what, this was not what I was expecting this morning. Like, what is going on? Why does it say L1? I can't interact with anything. I fart when I jump? 585, what was going on? What was going on with this? I am so sorry. I hope that this is not like an issue as far as, is there like, can I change layers? It did say L1. Okay, apparently that was that supposed to happen? Why does it say L1? Why does it say L1? I can't. Are you joking? Are you joking? Okay, I can get over that, but I feel some kind of ways about this, and I don't know if any of them are good. It's a thing. This is definitely a thing. This is 100% a thing, but the music is a lot. I super hope that is not like a hazard of the stuff. Risuko, what is the word that you want? You know the word that you want. I hope that's not like a seizure hazard. I wouldn't know, because that's not my particular set of issues, but I'm crossing my fingers here. Can I get, like, is the level basically over now that I have no shell? There was bits. There were bits that I could grab, weren't there? Oh, well, maybe there weren't. I don't know. There's dark matter. Everybody loves dark matter. Yo, I am so confused. I've got a soft spot for Gardens levels. Like, the Gardens to me is very much my image of LBP is very strongly informed by the Gardens. Obviously, it's like the starting level of the game, and it really holds that kind of like, this is what LBP is, like what LBP is trying to do, I feel like is very shown in the Gardens. So I do like to peep the Gardens level. Wow, there is so much going on here. I do like to peep a Gardens level when I have the opportunity to. This is not generally what I expect from the Gardens, but here we are, the Gardens in an hour. We gotta go back to the hub. We're gonna talk about it there. See you there, see yas! And we're back, and the Garden in 1 hour, and it's Garden, not Gardens. I messed that up on the title card. That's on me, by 585, and it's... Wow! It's an orange diamond, and it's only saved from being a red triangle by just like a couple of kind of sort of interesting points, but it's a difficult level to review as a review stress as I am, because I feel so. I played this level, and I knew 585 by name, but I while having played some of their levels in the past, like, I didn't really have any strong memories, just that they were kind of a famous name among the community, and somebody had mentioned like, this level that I played for the archives was based on the little garden party, which it did not seem to be, but we'll talk about that anyways. But I was like, 585, I should take a look, and so I went and I played this level, and it's not good. Like, it's a lot. The level's a lot. We're gonna talk about that, but of course we will, because it's a review. But see, the thing is, like, I didn't really have a good idea of, who is this creator? Like, what's going on with them? Is this indicative of their work? So I was like, well, let's go play some of their other levels. I played some of their levels in the past, but I didn't have any memories of them. Let's try some new stuff, just to see. I went and played Western Warriors. We could have played that. an amazing LBP1 level. It's got a ton of charm. You're saving this mayor's daughter. Somebody's daughter has been kidnapped by bandits, and you got to get the paint gun. There's some neat usage of the paint gun interacting with the environment. A really neat effect where you're supposed to be shooting. It's supposed to give you the impression that like you're shooting through these pipes, and it's ricocheting through the pipes, and then it'll hit whatever target that you're trying to hit. And I imagine that there's like a paint sensor up in one of those pipes hidden, and when you hit that, it'll do an emitter that drops the the paint ball where it's supposed to be going to get that effect. Like, that's really clever, and that whole level was really clever. I played Little Garden Party, and I'm glad that I didn't review it, because it's a level that's clearly designed for 4 players, and using like the different characters throughout the level, and I just did not have, I don't have any way to do that, so I don't think I would have been able to give a really good review of what the level was trying to do. But like, that was, it was a really fun bit of, again, it's got very old school feel to it, lots of interactions with the levels. Everything is like, you can see where the different characters have been accounted for, and the things that Toggle would use or things that Swoop would do. Like, all that was really cool. I went and played, slightly mistakenly perhaps, but I played this Welcome to the Inside of Checkpoint, which I hadn't realized, even though it's marked clearly as level 2, that it was part of a larger series. And that was like super cool. It was really inventive. It was over bright. It's LBP2 level. It was really over bright, but kind of like getting a little bit into the meta of LBP, and you're in the inside of the checkpoint, which is why it's so bright, because it's white. It's like this just super bright white throughout, and LBP3's lighting does things to LBP2 lighting that makes some things even brighter than they ought to be. So that part I didn't really like, but like, you've got like all these tubes that are sending like Sackbots, but they're dressed in your costume. They're sending all over the place. You've got to use yourself to kind of like get through obstacles, and like, it's just a really inventive level. And the reason I said that was a bit of a mistake is because it then like shunts you directly into the next level in the series, which is this boss fight, which was huge in inspiration stealing lasers, which was really cool. Although I do think that not being able to see the electricity very clearly made certain sections of the boss fight a little bit difficult, and the fact that when the king is attracting cutlery, and like, if you die in that section, you're just stuck, and the checkpoint for the entirety of that bit. But it's still a really cool boss fight, and it's got this great bit where you're running up this like collapsing castle. The castle's like collapsing into space, and you've got all these bits that are just kind of like slowly drifting down, but given the impression that they're moving much more quickly because of like the speed effect materials in there. Like, and that was really cool. So I went back and I played the first level in that series, which was the story of Epic Purple Lion and You, and it's using like a lot of wall jump techniques, and it's got like this really great environment, and a lot of thought's been put into what's going on. It was a lot of fun. There's like a pink octopus queen who's just super cool. We're here for, we don't love royalty, but she's a deposed queen, so probably it's like she's probably cool, because she's not like a queen anymore. She like haunts the basement. I'm there for that. Like, but what I'm trying to say is like 585 has got all these amazing levels, and then I somehow managed to choose the guard in 1 hour, which is absolutely pants. It is just kind of crap, and I can only imagine that this is entirely on purpose, that it's a joke level that 585 put together just like as a goof. Because like, if it was an early level that I could see like, well, I left this level up on my planet so that people could see where I came from, and it's got like some nostalgia value, but clearly you could see from my later levels that I've grown from that point. But like, the Garden in 1 hour is, I think it's published after. Yeah, it's published like 5 months after the Epic Lion series, so like, that doesn't make any sense. And it's been left up on the moon, so you got to imagine it's not like 585 doesn't know this level's garbage. So I guess it's just like a troll level, and what do I do? What do I say about a troll level? Because there's no critique that I can make, because all the trash is on purpose. That being said, it is pretty trashy, and it's like not really a lot of fun. It's very frenetic. Like, and even if you're making a troll level, I would ask players, like, really sharp alternating movements like that. For folks that've got, like, motion sickness issues or like visual issues, that's like not super great. It's not as bad as blinking lights, and at least there's none of that in this level, but like it does kind of make you feel a little bit queasy, and everything is doing that kind of like quick shifting back and forth, or like kind of animated so it looks like they're turning their head rapidly. If you got like a left side sticker and a right side sticker, and then you're swapping between them really quickly. You got like a lot of that going on. You got like a lot of what feels like LBP meme stuff. There's like that kind of mask sticker. Not mask as in M-A-S-K, but M-A-S-C, like more of a guy, but I don't know, kind of androgynous. Got like yellow, kind of like a dome piece haircut, and like you'd see that sticker all over the place in LBP2 levels way back in the day, and but probably there's some lore there that I don't care about at all, really. It's like, it's an ugly sticker. It super is, and I always feel like I saw that in levels that were kind of pretentious, to be honest, and I was never sure if they were like intending to be pretentious, or like if the creator was in on the joke, or if the creator was being serious about what they were creating. But like, yeah, it kind of showed up in those levels an awful lot, and it got to be kind of like a signal to me that like, oh, this maybe level's not going to click with me. Very well. You got like I guess it's funny. It's supposed to be some stabs at humor, I suppose. You fart when you jump. That's funny, right? Right? That's super funny, right? There's like, it's weird. Like, it feels like sometimes like you're supposed to be able to go back and layer, but there's nothing that would let you to do that. Like, there's a bit where you got like a really rapidly spinning thing. It's gonna throw you up. There's a bunch of bubbles up on some clouds with eyeballs. Dig the eyeballs on the clouds. I'm cool with that. But like, you can only get them on the downward the drop, because like you're going too fast when you go up, so you don't pick up any of the point bubbles there, but you can actually get onto the layer with the point bubbles, so you keep on having to throw yourself upwards and then just do that over and over again to get the points. And then after a while you start to say to yourself, like, why though? Like, why do I even care? The levels, there's no care has been put into the level, so why should I care about getting a high score on it? But I do, because that's the kind of gal that I am. Like, yeah, so the one thing that I did like about it, and there's like, so you got your sack thing, and they're like trapped in this ball of yarn, which, by the way, if you manage to die, you'll lose that and you won't be able to complete the level, so that's really good. That was, I mean, nice job on that one. I mean, it was only made in an hour, they claim, but so don't die, basically. Try not to die. But you got this, like, the one neat thing is it looks to me like an application of the Force chip, which I feel like I hardly ever see anyone ever use, and it was the first time just testing it out in Create for myself to see, like, is that the Force chip, or did they do something really interesting? It's the Force chip. Just like testing it out, and like, it's actually kind of fun, but like, it's really, you gotta be like really careful, I feel like, with like how much Force, if you want things to attract to you. Now, it was kind of weird because, like, it seemed like in the level, you could only get one thing to stick to you. But it would stick, like, really hard as long as you were holding on to, but the button, the R1 button. So, like, I don't know what fiddling they did to get, like, in the settings, because it's a settings thing, I'm sure, to get, like, that effect, but that was, like, it was cool, and it kind of reintroduced me to a bit of logic that I don't know that I will, I'll find use in my levels, but, like, oh, don't kill that poor dude! I'm so sorry! Like, I love my cardboard bestie beastie, but I almost killed you. I am so sorry. But so the thing is, like, I don't know if I'll use it in my own levels, but I did enjoy, like, playing around with it and seeing something new and kind of forcing me to think, like, how was that done? And that is why it's not getting a red triangle. That's the only reason, because honestly, like, this level's crap. I don't often say that, and I feel like I feel like I can say that because I feel like that is clearly the intent. Like, if I felt like 585 had that this was like a sincere effort and it just failed. I wouldn't use such strong language about the level because like that's kind of rude, you know? Like I don't want to trash someone's level even if it's not successful, like even if it's not like a quote unquote good level. I don't want to just dunk on it, you know? Because there's people who work into their levels and, you know, people like really want to create something and that's like super, super cool. But I feel looking at the body of work that 585 has and when this was produced, like I feel like this is not that. I feel like this is just totally intended to be like a fun to throw together in an hour, and it's really just memey and weird and like just throwing stuff at a wall, and I kind of feel like they don't care that it's crap, and that's so I feel safe in saying that's what it is. It is deeply crap. It is fun. It's fun, I guess, just to experience it. Like if you want to experience something, it's not very long, you know, it's only will take you like a couple of minutes unless you're like faffing about trying to get points to get on the high scoreboard, but like again, unless you're me, why would you do that? But like for like a 4-minute experience for something like really kind of quote unquote zany, I don't even think it nails the feeling of zaniness, to be honest with you. Like it's not charming enough to be zany, but like if you want that kind of experience, then go to it, like play it, sure, why not? But if you're like, but when you're done playing this level, like play anything else by 585 because like honestly, they're a cool creator. The stuff that I played, like every level that I played was pretty much fire. So I feel like I can strongly recommend them as a creator. Check out the Epic Purple Lion series. Like that was super cool. Although, like the heads up, I might have mentioned it before, but I already forgot what I said because I've been talking for like 15 minutes. That it does do have a forced level link between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3, so like set aside some time because it's probably going to be like 30 to 40 minutes to maybe to play like all of it. But no, those are like really cool. Check them out. And yeah, I talked a lot, but I think I said absolutely everything I possibly could. So from me, Risuko, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.